Over the years, a number of shock sites have appeared online and just as quickly disappeared, leaving behind a disturbing digital legacy. One of the earliest and most infamous was Rotten.com, a site that openly displayed graphic images of real death and violence, branding itself with the slogan, Pure Evil since 1996. As its popularity grew, the creators launched related sites including Shockumentary.com, which sold extreme mondo films like Traces of Death. Around the same time, Ogrish.com emerged, becoming known for hosting disturbing footage involving war, accidents, and graphic injuries. It later rebranded as Lively, a name that many internet users still recognize today. Other shock sites focused on even more niche and disturbing content. Best Gore, launched in 2008, became notorious for hosting extreme graphic videos involving murder, suicide, real life violence, gaining millions of monthly visitors before it shut down. The creator, Mark Marek, was later convicted in Canada for corrupting public morals. Some websites took things even further. Necrobabes featured staged photos of women pretending to be dead, while Cannibal Cafe and Gourmet catered to users fascinated by cannibalism. So yeah, these websites are basically porn, but without the elements of porn. Certain individual shock videos also became infamous across the internet. Goatsy, one of the earliest viral shock images, and something that I'm also traumatized with, let me tell you that. And then later came videos like Three Guys, One Hammer, One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, and the infamous Meat Spin, which I'm also traumatized with. Anyways, let's get into the actual shock sites and videos. In 2007, a disturbing mobile phone video began circulating online under the name Three Guys, One Hammer, which showed a brutal murder of an elderly man named Sergei Yatsenko. What made the video even more horrifying was that the video looks like it was filmed casually, almost proudly like some type of trophy for the people committing the murder. Individuals responsible for it was Viktor Sayenko and Igor Supernyuk and Alexander Hanza, three teenagers from Dnipro, Ukraine. I hope I'm saying that right. Over the course of just a few weeks, the group carried out a string of violent attacks that left 21 people dead and few others injured. Investigators later revealed that the victims appeared to be chosen at random with no clear motive beyond what prosecutors described as a disturbing need for control and self gratification. The video itself was discovered on one of the perpetrators' phones and was part of a larger collection of recordings and photographs documenting their crimes. Once it was leaked online, it spread rapidly across early shock sites, becoming one of the most infamous pieces of gore footage ever circulated on the internet. In July of 2007, all three were arrested. Sayenko and Suprenyuk were sentenced to life in prison, while Hansa received a 9-year sentence for lesser involvement and was later released. Goatsy. Hey guys, editing August is here. So for this particular shock image, it is very shocking. And let me tell you something. I have seen it from an article, but even though they were showing it, it was like fully blurred, so we couldn't see anything. But I still saw it, and it's kind of a "what did I just see?" type of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I also wanted to tell you that I have absolutely no idea what media I should put for this. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Okay, bye. Goatsy.cx, often shortened to Goatsy, was an early internet shock site best known for a single infamous image that became legendary for all the wrong reasons. The site's homepage featured a man striking what can only be described as an aggressively committed and deeply unsettling pose. Basically, the picture is of a man stretching his you know what with his you know what out. Yes. Okay. The image wasn't shocking because it was artistic or clever, but because it was impossible to unsee. It quickly became an internet folklore used in bait and switch pranks. Even after the original site was taken down in 2004, the image lived on through countless mirrors and reposts, earning its place as one of the earliest and most infamous shock memes in internet history. One lunatic, one ice pick. The name of a highly disturbing video that surfaced online in 2012. It was created and uploaded by Luca Magnotta, also known as Eric Clinton Kirk Newman, a Canadian man who later became internationally famous. The video showed the real murder of Junlin, a university student in Montreal. Magnotta filmed the crime and uploaded it to the internet where it spread across shock sites and gore forums. The title itself was deliberately provocative, designed to attract attention in the same way earlier shock content had. What made this case especially disturbing wasn't just the violence, it was how deliberately online the crime was. Magnotta actively sought attention, communicated with online communities, and even mailed body parts to political offices and schools. The case sparked an international manhunt that ended with his arrest in Berlin in 2012. He was later convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole for 25 years. Meat spin. Meat Spin was a shocking sight from the mid-2000s, infamous for eloping adult videos set to the song You Spin Me Around. The video showed two people engaged in explicit sexual activity with one specific body part exaggerated, and it's going in a circular motion, a detail that became the site's signature. The shock came less from violence and more from unexpectedness and absurdity. People were often tricked into clicking the link disguised as something else. And it basically leads to you having this, oh my god, I can't unsee this moment. The site even made headline when it accidentally appeared in public spaces like classrooms and billboards, cementing its reputation as one of the most notorious prank-style shock sites of the early internet. Two guys, one horse. This one is a little bit sad. The Enumclaw horse sex case happened in 2005 in Washington state and became one of the most infamous internet shock stories. It involved Kenneth Pinion, an engineer known online as Mr. Hands, and several others. During the events, Pinion was seriously injured and later died, which sparked widespread media attention. At the time, bestiality was legal in Washington, and the case led lawmakers to pass a law making sexual activity with animals a Class C felony. One of the other people involved was James Michael Tate, who received only a suspended sentence for trespassing. The incident became notorious online due to the shocking nature of the video and its real-life consequences, and it remains a grim example of early internet shock content. One girl, one knife. Ah yes, another piece of modern shock culture. This clip blew up online in late 2023, so this is as of a new shock content. This video shows a woman doing something so unexpected with one particular body part of her body with a knife that just makes viewers instantly go, why? Why did I open that link and what was the point of this video? Unlike some shocking videos that are violent and graphic, this one became famous or infamous because it defies expectation in a bizarre, uncomfortable way. There's no blood, no gore, just a weird, unfiltered internet moment that spread because people talked about how strange and unsettling it is. It's a perfect example of the kind of content people warn each other not to click on, and then, of course, immediately share with everyone they know. Yeah, and that's the quick dive into some of the internet's most famous or infamous shock sites and videos. From gruesome gore to bizarre pranks, the web has always been darker, stranger side, honestly, and some of it is better left unclicked. So if curiosity gets the best of you, just stick to the memes and cat memes. Stay safe, stay curious, but keep one eye open when you sleep. Goodbye.